Hey everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today I've got something pretty special to show off to you. And I just thought it felt right to do a video on this stunning box set of The Evil Dead by Blockbuster Box Set. And this is all custom made. You get 6 slips in here. You've got enough for the first 3 films, and of course you've got enough for the TV series, which was awesome, by the way. And I picked this up maybe about, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. I got it off Blockbuster Box Sets. They were doing a clearance sale for a few things. I think they had a few of these editions and a few extra slips. I think I got this alongside Robocop, and I think everything, including shipping, keeping in mind it did come all the way from America, I think it ended up costing me around £70, which I thought was a fantastic price considering, you know, what you're actually getting inside. And I've got to admit, the slips themselves are actually really nice quality. They're thick. They don't feel like they're going to fall apart when you drop them, which is, you know, kind of rare for a lot of custom stuff. And overall, it's just got some really nice artwork all around. You've got this nice wraparound on the box. And I can't remember the name of the artist who actually done it, but he's done a few projects for them, and every single one they've done just looks amazing. It really, really does. And I'm just a big fan of the films as well. You know, I've been watching these films since I was about maybe 8 or 9. And I remember I think it's my grandparents, they had the DVD cover, you know, with the picture of Cheryl on it, where she's sort of turned into a deadite. And it's got this sort of oozy, sort of green colour to it. And I don't know why, but that's always stuck with me. That used to freak the hell out of me. You know, so I have nightmares about it. But actually, sitting down to watch the films, and they never really used to bother me, considering how gory the first few films are. And yeah, I just love it. You know, the first two always stick with me. Third one, you know, Army of Darkness. You know, it's a decent end to the trilogy. And I think a lot of people had a few problems with that at the time, but I think it's still a pretty fun little film. And of course, Evil Dead 2 is just my absolute favourite. I could watch that film over and over again. It's just a nice, easy watch. And of course, you've got the first one, which, you know, the one that started it all. You could probably list about a million things about the behind the scenes, the production of the film. But for me, it's just the premise, you know, it's always just been a really interesting, simple premise. And I think that's why it works so well, because it's got this sort of dirty, gritty look to it. And yeah, I just love it. And yeah, as I was saying, this is created by Blockbuster Box Sets. I'm going to leave a link in the description to their Facebook and their YouTube page. And he usually does some live streams on his Facebook, not his Facebook, his YouTube. And he talks about some pretty cool stuff. It's a nice little community. And he's just an all-around nice bloke. So, you know, do check them out. It's got some incredible stuff coming up as well. Some nice custom editions. So yeah, do check that out. So anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight on the unboxing. Right, so Evil Dead, let's do this. So I'll take you through the box and then we'll go through all the slips and have a good look at that. So if I turn it on the side there, as you can see, you've got a few different things from various films. You've got Ash from the first film, you've got the deer head from the second film, you've got the skeleton army from the third film. On the back there, you've got Ash from the second film, and of course you've got Army of Darkness on the bottom there. And I think this shot is actually my absolute favourite on the entire box set. You know, everything about the box set looks stunning anyway, but this one in particular, I don't know, just something about it just sort of really stands out to me. And on the other side there, you have got Ash versus Evil Dead, and you've got a little bit of the skeleton army there from the third film. So on the top, you've got Ash versus Evil Dead, and again, you've got some stunning artwork on there. So let's take these all out. And there's nothing on the bottom. And it's all housed again in this really sturdy box. And as you can see, you know, I'm having a bit of a difficulty to actually trying to squeeze it. And, you know, again, really hard back as well. So let's go through each slip. So let's start off with the one that started it all. So Evil Dead. So you've got this nice poster art from the original film, so the ultimate experience of grueling horror. And of course you've got the iconic, you know, woman coming out of the ground being grabbed, because that's what Evil Dead's all about. So you've got the top there, you've got the side, and yeah, as I said, you've got a little bit of damage there, but that's all right. You've got the bottom, and you've got the back. So you've got Linda there with the dagger, looking all creepy and everything. And you know, I have got a steelbook for each slip, just not for, I think it was the second season of Ash vs Evil Dead. I don't think I had anything for that. But yeah, I've got the original steelbook there. They're bringing this out for 4K, but I'm not really bothered about that. You know, I might get the disc for it, but I'm just not really that fussed about getting it. But yeah, that's the first film. You got probably my favourite in the entire series. So you got Evil Dead 2, and you got the iconic skull there with the eyes. Creepy looking image, works very well. So you got the top, you got the side, you got the bottom, and of course you got the back. And you got Matey, who was, you know, turned into a deadite. And he's only in it for about 10 minutes anyway, so he's not really a memorable character. But I remember this was on a lot of the poster art. I think it might have even been on a few steelbooks, Blu-rays and everything. So you know what his fate's going to be anyway, even before you've seen the film. So I've got the 4K steelbook for Evil Dead 2 now. I didn't actually get this in the original run. I actually got this after. I was actually going to spend money and actually try and get the original steelbook for this, you know, the first run, but I didn't want to pay like £60-70, so I'm glad they did a reissue, and I think this ended up costing me about £30, so I couldn't be more happy. And it's just a stunning looking steelbook as well, and yeah, just love the artwork all around that. So that's the second slip. So next up we've got the third film, probably my least favourite of this lot, but still a solid film. And again, you've got the stunning poster art there. So trapped in time, surrounded by evil, low on gas. So you've got the top, the side, the bottom, and of course you've got the back. And you've got Ash's evil twin there, played by Bill Moseley, who is just incredible in everything he's in. And yeah, I got the 4K steelbook there from Shout, which unfortunately doesn't contain the extended cut in 4K on this disc, which is a bit of disappointing, but you know, I'm happy I've got it in the collection. I can always watch the Blu-ray if I wanted to, so it's not the end of the world. Next up, we've got the TV series, so Ash vs Evil Dead, and this is season 1. And I think this was the poster art for the DVD. Might have even been the Blu-ray. Can't remember now. But you got the top, you got the bottom. Well, that's the bottom. That's the side, and you got the back. So you got that sort of what you call it from Stranger Things, Demogorgon, but obviously it's not a Demogorgon. I think it's one of the sort of demonic children. I can't quite remember now. It's been a while since I've actually seen it. And the steelbook for this, I've actually just got the one for the remake. You know, I've got nowhere else to put it. I haven't got many steelbooks for this series, so I just thought I'd put that in there. Next up, we've got Ash vs Evil Dead Season 2, and I remember this is definitely on the DVD cover. So you got the top, you got the side, the bottom, and of course you got the back. And I can't remember his name. I remember it came with a B. I think it was Bow or something. It's been a while, and I got no steelbook for that. You know, it's just Eternal Darkness, but you get the idea. It's all going to be nice and sturdy, and you know, slips in there perfectly. You know, it's not tight or anything, which you know, I think would be a problem for a lot of people, but you know, it's not difficult or anything. And lastly, we've got season 3 of Ash vs Evil Dead, and it says it's time to test the mettle of man, and this is on the DVD cover as well. So, and you got the iconic sort of chainsaw hand. So you got the top, you got the side, the bottom, and you got the back, and that is the monster Ash sort of fights in the season finale. So that's actually really cool. I just don't remember all these planes or anything. You know, as I said, it's been a while since I've actually seen the series, but you know, I remember really enjoying it. And yeah, just some stunning artwork on there. And yeah, that is the last one. So that is all 6 slips there. Happy with every single one of them, and it's just a stunning looking edition as well. So again, you know, do check out Blockbuster box sets. Insane stuff on there. So yeah, I will probably end the video there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you later.